What we're hearing is that there would be Muslim groups now who would be intensifying anti-Waqf stir. Jamaat legal arm to hold Waqf Bachao stir on the 24th day of April. Anti-Waqf law stirs in Bengal, in Maharashtra, Jharkhand and in Uttar Pradesh. Appeal to Muslim homes to switch off lights on the 30th of April as a mark of solidarity. On the 7th of May, Muslim groups plan a mega rally in Delhi city. Remember, the opposition to the Waqf bill continues even as the Supreme Court of India, is hearing not one but 73 petitions against the controversial Waqf law which has been passed by the Parliament. I'm going straight to Ashutosh. Ashutosh, it's an attempt to garner support to say that this law passed by the Parliament is unconstitutional and against the interest of the Muslim community. Talk to us about the kind of protests that are going to be held in the next few days.
It's one of the biggest religious congregation from the Muslim community under this umbrella body called All India Muslim Personal Law Board. So under that we know the many of these Jamaat-e-Islami and Jamiyat Ulema Hind and several other organizations. So this all started ever since this Waqf Amendment Act 2025 has been passed and now enacted. The Muslim bodies decided to carry on a protest constitution under the constitutional right that they have given all the call ehtijaj, the peaceful protest that is happening. So here at Tal Katora, this is one of the biggest gatherings just have started. Saifullah Rahmani, I have just seen arriving, the chairperson of Muslim Personal Law Board, and then other organizations, Jamiyat Ulema Hind and several political party representatives, including those who have been members of the Joint Parliamentary Committee on this Waqf Act. So all the idea is to carry out not only a protest, the protest is symbolic, it's a peaceful protest, giving out a message. Largely there are apprehension of the Muslim community is that the government, the way it is setting the narrative, the look, Waqf Amendment Act is actually going to benefit the poor people, and somehow there is also the messaging that the government is giving that these organizations believe that there is a division in the Muslim community and there are a faction of the Muslim community who are also supporting the BJP on this agenda. So I took up this question to the people, to the representative, that they said that Bohra community who recently met Prime Minister, that gives out a message that look, now there is a fraction and there is a division within the community, whereas said that the Bohra community always wanted to be excluded from this the Waqf Act. Subsequently, they also believe that the way government is setting a narrative, they are also now decided to going to the people. And how would you go to the people? And the only way out is to call out these kind of congregations, small meetings, big meetings. So this all you see happening here. Earlier it was by Jamiyat Ulema Hind in national capital when they call a national executive meeting. And all these will begin from Jharkhand to Kolkata to Maharashtra, and then will come back to a national capital. So the round of these meetings, the idea is to convey the message that how this Waqf Amendment Act 2025 is snatching the fundamental rights of the Muslim. It's snatching the fundamental rights provided by the constitution under the previous Waqf Act to the Muslim community. And then they say that because of there is a fear that they will lose their land that has been part of the Waqf, the Tahaffuz Awqaf, which will be taken away by the government. And if you have to protect it under the constitutional guarantee, that is the Supreme Court. So they have challenged the act and subsequently giving out this message that the act is actually against the interest of the Muslim community, against the interest of their practices, and that's exactly why these kind of meetings are being organized. So there you see one image, and that's a very strong message that the communities are giving out, that the Muslims are united as far as Waqf Act is concerned.
Ashutosh, getting in those details, I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. That's what Ashutosh is telling us about the protests that are being organized. One of it is going to be held on the 7th day of May in the national capital. This again against the Waqf law.